35-25. Long pass to Chambers and behind the back.
Did you ever think in your wildest dreams? I guess
KJ to Chambers. Jam!
40 points in the first half for Tom Chambers.
Chambers with 60 points.
Chambers to win the game. He's got it. Welcome back to Tom Chambers' Greatest Games. In this episode, we go back to February 1990 with the Phoenix Suns playing the Boston Celtics. After Chambers dropped 40 points against the Celtics just a few weeks earlier in a road loss, the Suns were determined to even the score. But it would be the Celtics who'd get off to a hot start and open up a big early lead on the Suns. Spearheaded by a great game from Kevin Johnson, and with Chambers hitting some big shots, a balanced Suns attack would relentlessly chip away until the Celtics lost control of the game. And in the second half, Chambers was money, drilling key jumpers that would help propel the Suns to a crushing blowout win over the Celtics, tying the Suns' franchise record for their widest margin of victory over Boston. So let's go back to February 20th, 1990, the Phoenix Suns versus the Boston Celtics.
Starting lineup, the Celts coming in at 30-20. They're 12-12 on the road. Interesting note on this Phoenix Suns club, Cousy, off to a bad start at home early. Lost 5 of their first 12 here, but they've been red hot ever since.
Well, Kevin Johnson was out for most of that period, I believe. Again, the importance of a point guard in the NBA today, Michael. It can't be understated, I think. You've got to have someone bringing the ball up. You've got to have someone running transition. You've got to have someone identifying, changing defenses, and adjusting accordingly. And there aren't that many guys in the league that can do that.
Look at the officials: Joe Crawford, Ronnie Garrettson, and the rookie Mike Castabile. As we get set for the opening tap, Mark West will jump it up with Robert Parish. West in his 7th year out of Old Dominion. The Celtics control the tap, and they will have to control the tempo. And we'll be going back to the keys of the game that the Coos had for us at the top of the broadcast throughout.
Pinckney has the speed and quickness to get out there on Chambers. Don't give him that outside shot. There's not a lot you can do. Boy, that's helpful. Only his second hoop, by the way, on this trip so far, but it's nice to see Eddie. Eddie just doesn't create. Nice.
At the buzzer, Robert Parish on a rainbow jumper, and the Celtics are up 4-0. Just underway, first quarter, from the Veterans Memorial Coliseum in Phoenix. Kevin Johnson on the switch off. Bird just lets him have the jumper. Hornacek has almost a set shot, as you saw on the three-point there. This time, Pinckney goes up and into Rambis for 2. 4 early. And the Celtics are off to a good start here in Phoenix. 9:10 to go. We've got a 20-second timeout. We'll be right back. Robert Parish stopped by Chambers. Now Bird has it. Fakes the shot. Goes over to Dennis Johnson for the jump. The back of the rim. Robert Parish on the battle. And Pinckney!
Long ball. 6 points. Good job.
Ed Pinckney has been a force early as the Celtics have opened up an 8-point advantage to begin here in Phoenix. Celtics can up the lead to 10 as Pinckney dumps it down to Robert Parish. Dennis Johnson cutting. Parish goes left-handed. Pretty move.
Outstanding quick roll by Parish.
Celtics have come to play, and they have a 12-2 lead. Phoenix has called timeout, and we'll be right back after these messages on the WLVI Celtics Net. Descriptions and accounts of this game without express written permission of the NBA, the Celtics, and WLVI is prohibited. Tom Chambers slicing through and gets Phoenix on the board for their second hoop.
Well, you saw the kind of start the Celtics have gotten off to. They've done a fine job here in the first 5 minutes of the game. Chambers finally answers with the first good, solid, aggressive move the Suns have made. It's been primarily Kevin Johnson trying to shoot from outside, and that hasn't worked well at all.
Kevin Johnson in Dennis Johnson's shirt. This Phoenix ball club, Coos, looks like they have just about everything. Bird knocks down the jump shot. Just about everything to make a run at the Lakers. Here's Parish working on West. Fades away. Hits it.
Robert Parish.
Robert Parish KJ inside, changes direction. What a pretty move.
I thought that the Celtics was playing that patience we talked about earlier on.
Hornacek, his first bucket, the 4-year pro out of Iowa State. He's averaging 15 points, 18 points rather, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and the Celtic lead is cut to 8. Here's Bird, top of the key. In.
Shaking his head on that.
Kevin Johnson drives Dennis to the baseline and hands it back to Tom Chambers. And what you talked about at the top of the broadcast, Cousy, he can hurt you in so many ways. A stint in a month, Cousy, with 8 points early. Kevin Johnson.
You got to soften your defensive posture, and then he pops back and takes the little one.
Bird, looking very smooth. He lost his balance momentarily, got it back to Dennis, and now Kevin working on Chambers. He's double teamed, hooks over him. Beautiful shot from McHale.
Boy, it's first hoop, but a pretty one.
Celtics work Klein and Lewis on the perimeter now. Bird cuts down. Beautiful pass to Klein.
Oh, is that nice? Is that pretty? I'll tell you, Bird may be the only guy in the league, certainly the only forward that can make that play as effectively and smoothly.
Bird has given the Celtics an 11-point lead as you see the final moments ticking off here in the first quarter, which has been a very good one so far for Boston. Chambers on a mismatch goes up. Difficult shot. Ooh, what a scoop by Chambers. Oh, the buzzer. Dennis's shot hits glass. But Tom Chambers with a scoop shot at the buzzer basically has moved Phoenix within 9. We'll be back with the second quarter after these messages on the WLVI Celtics Network. That time, and Charles Smith has the rebound. McHale is ahead of everybody, and he gets it blocked. Kevin Johnson.
Careless.
Branch, just 5'7", 145 pounds. Second round pick, 52nd overall. Chambers triggers a 3. An odd-looking motion.
Yeah, he brings it up from the waist, but he's got great confidence in it. He takes it at the slightest provocation, and he hits it effectively. Long. McHale flashed into the pan, and that's when he had to hit him.
Grant. High to Chambers in the corner to Greg Grant, who fakes Robert Parish out. And McHale. I tell you, the little water bug has ignited the Phoenix Suns, and they're within 3. Triple team on McHale is going. Celtics have got to respond to that triple team, and they're not doing it. Here's Grant. Majerle in the corner. Not a good jump shooter, but when he's left wide open. 36-33, Phoenix within 3. 7 minutes remaining, second quarter. Back with more after this timeout on the WLVI Celtics Network. Interesting contrast of styles here tonight, Coos, between this Phoenix team and Boston. Phoenix likes to run and gun as Greg Grant has 6 points in this quarter and just about single-handedly ignited the Suns. They're within 1. Celtics had an 11-point lead, 31-20. Here's Grant through the lane. Has the Suns within 1. That's the problem. Hornacek, now Majerle has the jump.
Celtics are self-destructing offensively. They haven't produced a good, solid, high percentage shot.
Tries to go by Gamble. Now Kevin Johnson, great cut. And it counts. Reggie Lewis is back in the ballgame now. Goes by Hornacek, off balance, wild shot. Bird got the rebound, and he was fouled on the way up.
Have been content with trying to get back defensively. Again, the problem in playing Bird, as you saw.
He had a streak of 14 straight going after the 71 he ran off in chasing Calvin Murphy. Yeah, that was snapped, and he makes 1 of 2.
That's the problem, the decision you've got to make, Michael, when you're playing against a good transitional team. You know, do you keep your big man on the offensive board? Kevin again just blows by Dennis Johnson. And they've got 2 or 3 guys that can reject.
Wow, what a magician he is right now. Kevin Johnson, 3 very creative layups in a row through the Celtic defense. Kevin Johnson into the front court. Stops and pops for another jump shot. He has been red hot tonight, especially in the second quarter. He's hitting out an easy jump shot. Dennis Johnson tries to run it up, hooks it up at the buzzer. It won't count.
The Suns 55.
And the Phoenix Suns on this strength of a strong second quarter. 33 on this road trip. Here's Kevin Johnson to switch off Pinckney and Chambers. Baseline jumper. That time, KJ handed it to him at just precisely the right time, and Chambers had the jumper.
Doesn't take advantage of that.
Rockets having their problems, and Minnesota has beaten them 97-92. Got the mismatch again, and Tom Chambers made it hurt. He's a big man.
Seemed to start.
Chambers again, same spot, same results. He is heating it up. 6 points in the third quarter for Tom Chambers, and this is what Celtics fans should be concerned with. This guy just come off a career-high 56 against Golden State. I'll tell you, Cousy hit it from everywhere except half court. That foul on Mark West, his second, as Bird has it, now puts up the jump shot. Not going to go this time.
Yeah, Bird shot that was flowing so well in the first quarter. Now he's struggling with it.
Kevin Johnson follows through on his. Kevin Johnson and Tom Chambers handle. These two guys have been playing a two-man game and very effectively so far in the third. Marley has hurt the Celtics. Bird now backs Kevin Johnson, and Chambers wants to double on him. And Mark West picks it off. Marley and the foul on the bucket. And here come the Suns. Kevin Johnson off balance. Now Chambers, same spot. Over there.
They're just toying with him now. Kevin Johnson is simply creating so many good solid opportunities for the others as well as himself.
And as he heads to the bench, Kevin Johnson smirks back at the Celtics. Maybe this is why. 72-60 back after this timeout.
Rushing people off and bouncing off them a moment ago.
That could be to the Celtics' advantage. That time, muscle inside by Chambers. And he drew the foul. Celtics' first 51 games. Here's a look. Good help by Joe Klein.
Yeah, they tried to gang tackle him that time, but Chambers did a good job. Klein was upset. And he's paying for his reaction. With a technical, Hornacek.
We mentioned Phoenix has been red hot of late, winning 18 of 21, and this man on the line, Tom Chambers, has been the catalyst. He's averaged 29 a game during that stretch. In Boston, the Celtics, one of the three teams to have beaten Phoenix in the last 21. This man, Chambers, had 40 that night. Here's Kurt Rambis, who's probably happy to be sitting on that bench, Coos, rather than the one down in North Carolina.
Yeah, he's missed a couple of games with an injury, so this is his first game back. Rambis has been with three teams now, but he didn't.
Celtics will need that, and they'll need some defense to get back in this. 79-64. Chambers beat Bird for the layup.
Again, the fine entry pass by Johnson sets that play up.
Chambers reaches in, and he has it ahead to Hornacek. Over Bird, laid it up.
Speed quickness again.
Bird had one monstrous game against Phoenix here a couple of years back. Here's Kevin Johnson. Oh, I tell you, he is on fire. 8 in this quarter, 28 overall.
They're just playing 2-on-2 basketball now and exploiting Charles Smith's aggressiveness. They're just bringing the Chambers pick over, and he's creating what he wants that way.
Finally, Kevin Johnson ahead of everybody. Hornacek launches a three. Got away with it. Now KJ to Marley behind the back. Oh, it's showtime. Oh, the game looks so easy for Phoenix right now. Forward and up ahead is Kevin Johnson again. Sees the man, gives it to him, and then goes wild. Kevin, the rest at this point, knowing that Salt Lake City comes tomorrow night. And at the buzzer, Marley's prayer won't be answered. Celtics down by 20 right now, 95-75. We've come to the end of the third quarter, and we'll be back for the final 12 minutes in just a moment on the WLVI Celtics Network.
mean, they just don't have the people with those skills.
Greg Grant right now is working on Dennis Johnson. Goes by the pick, stutter steps, goes back to Chambers, who's in the ball game. Chambers leans in. He knows exactly where to trigger it from. He felt the pressure and just took it a little bit inside, leaned forward, and knocked it down.
I'll tell you what, he is tough. I don't know. I wasn't in love with him when he was with Seattle. I really just didn't think. I figured he was just a shooter, but I got to admit he's come over here, and boy, he's doing a lot of other things.
To Paxon, who stops and throws the jumper up for 2. That's a good sign. It's good to see Paxon get the jumper going. Well, Kevin Johnson is sat down right now.
Well, he made the hoop and Cotton called him back. See, that's also going to develop a hot hand and keep you in there for a while.
Oh, Grant with a great pass to Chambers, and Paxon reached in. He threaded the needle with that one. It was pretty. Been shooting about 33, Coos.
Well, the reason, you know, I think we've talked about enough for tonight, but when you're running transition, you're creating easy baskets, therefore you shoot a higher percentage. When you're not able to cope with the defensive pressure, that takes you away, at least from the Celtics, the inside game, and it forces them to go to their outside shooters, who have not hit well at all tonight, with the exception of Reggie Lewis.
Lead is 20 again. This ball club, Phoenix, had a tremendous turnaround last year, an improvement of 27 games.
You've got to be able to instill fear in the mind of...
Scott Fitzsimmons looks on and knows that his ball club is going to at least keep pace with the Lakers for another night if they can hold to this lead.
Cotton and Jimmy looking obviously frustrated and perplexed. Cotton Fitzsimmons looking very pleased. Coach of the year last year, Cotton. This is supposed to be his last year. I think it's his 17th, and he's supposed to be packing it in and turning it over to Paul Westphal, the guard who played so well. See, again, a hard driver like Majerle will become more effective at this stage, where the defense now is starting to break down, and opportunities like this will show up. Why he stopped wearing contact lenses out there on the floor.
Robert Parish misses the rebound, and Bird goes up left-handed and got it. The rebound back did Kevin Johnson. And does what he's been doing all night long. Wild shot, not this time. Michael Smith tried to tip the rebound, and Battle got it back.
Battle knew what to do with it.
Lost it. Sloppy handoff that time. Here's Battle. Forget about it. Woo. Frustration for the Celtics. And we'll wrap up the trip in Denver on Sunday afternoon. Here's Greg Grant hooking Charles Smith. I'll tell you, I think we've seen our share of hot dogging by Phoenix tonight to last for the rest of the year.
Well, chance of getting back.
This will be the 3rd straight win by the Phoenix Suns over the Boston Celtics. And they will revel in it tonight here in Phoenix as Kevin McHale, Jimmy Rodgers, Lanny Van Eman, Larry Bird leave the Veterans Memorial Coliseum on the short end of a 120-99 beating. And we'll be back to Phoenix to wrap it up. But now the dirty deed has been done in style by the Phoenix Suns tonight, 120-99. Kevin Johnson went absolutely crazy, 31 points. Tom Chambers, we talked about one of the keys to the game, held him in check first half, but not the second. He came out smoking, finished with 25.
Yeah, a little too much, I'm afraid. Whenever you're going against a team that has that kind of superiority in speed and quickness, you've got to slow the pace down.